had some work done recently. It said the fan continues to run even when the heat goes off. So I've definitely got heat now. I can feel it. But they're saying once it satisfies, the blower continues to run. So let's go get on the roof, see what we got up there. We'll let it run for a little while and see what happens. Well, this is an old one, guys. This is an old manufacturing building that's been redone to, I don't know, they do some kind of packaging or something. So all these things are old. They've seen better days. Somebody cut us in some peepholes there. I think I rebuilt the blower back in 2014 on this thing, but it get kind of loud. I'll come in here and show you the damper. I believe the damper got replaced recently. We had an issue with it. It wasn't making the end switch, so with these, anytime it gets a call for heat, that damper opens. It's got a screw type damper on it. When it hits the end switch, the blower comes on and then the heat comes on. And in turn, somehow I'm getting a call for my G, which I'm gonna have to go down and cycle the thermostat off and then check again. But I've got a call for G and W right now because my heat came back on. So I believe this is the relay here that controls it, and it looks like it should have a low temp cutout as well on the inlet air. That should keep my blower from running. So I don't know what's been done with this thing. It's so old, but there's our burner control. Temperature set about 125. All our gas valves are in here. Modulating gas valves. See our burner there. We got TS114 temp control and our high limit right there. So let's continue on with this guy. We know the heat works, so we just got to figure out the blower. These switches here, you can put the burner and the blower into local mode. I'm gonna leave it in remote for right now because I want to make sure this thing works right from that thermostat inside. So let's adjust a few things and take some readings and see what we got. Alright, so we've got our heat on set point. So heat comes on at 74, goes off at 76. So we'll just adjust here. Sure does look like that blower continues to run. We may have a wiring issue. Something's not right about that. That blower should cut off. I believe the damper was replaced recently. So let's dig into the wiring and see if we can find anything weird. 27 volts for common and G. So let's go here. I lost my voltage here. So that's telling me it's got to be something up in that unit. So it always seems to go like this, guys, and it's a pain in the ass, but blower cycled off right as I got up here to check voltage to see if I had a call still. I cycled off, so I'm back to square one trying to figure out what the hell this thing's doing. Here's our cam switch there. It looks like it's made the... Can't adjust these a little bit. So we might have something going on with the cam switch. I'm not sure if that has to close that other switch because it's got the 2 contacts on it. So I'm gonna have to dig into that. We'll cycle it a few more times. Let's nice with that. Damn it. I was gonna put it in local, but I have to wire the switch back up. We've got this toggle switch here has been bypassed. It shouldn't have anything to do with it, but I can't operate it from up here now. So let me get both hands on the wheel and cycle this thing and see if we can't figure out what's going on. So, all right, we got a few things figured out here. A simple wiring issue was our problem. Basically, these toggle switches here are kind of weird. You see I'm in the down remote mode right now, but if we go to continuity, you would think down would close the bottom wire, but it doesn't. It actually closes this top wire. If I can do it with one hand. The switch is kind of reversed from what it should be. So you can see my top's closed. If I flip up to local, I'm just testing my switches now. You see we're open. And we close to the bottom switch. So I can't get on the damn thing, but my blower no longer runs now. Basically, what we had done when we changed the actuator out, he saw the top wire and looked like that should have been or the bottom wire looked like it should have been the remote, but it's not. So he wired, thought he had an issue with the switch, but he wired 1 to 2, which is sending the local signal straight to terminal 2 and constantly running my blower. It should have been this J terminal, which was the wire on the top, that blue wire there. So let's cycle her on now. So we get no blower initially. That's what it should have done. And then if we give it a G call, my actuator's open, blower will kick on, doors will slam. Close my blower, take my G call off, and the blower stops. The damper's gonna close. So we're gonna cycle this down to stat and make sure everything works. But when you go bypassing stuff, make sure you know what you're doing, because it took me a little bit to figure it out. I don't know why these switches are backwards, but down position actually closes the middle terminal and the top. So it's kind of weird on these Cambridge, but I think we got this one solved. Let's cycle it from the stat and let it run for a little while. We'll test a few things out and make sure everything's good. So So everything operated from the thermostat normally, blower on and off like it should have been. Simple wiring issue fixed. Just watch out for those switches, they are kind of backwards. Now lastly, make sure we cover all our bases. We don't want to come back on this thing to clean a flame sensor. So I pulled the burner and got the flame sensor cleaned up. It's a little old and rusted, but she's gonna live to see another day. Another old Cambridge unit repaired once again. So let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one.